Major spoiler warning. If you've not watched the winter finale, you may want to get up off this video and go get caught up. Come on, why are you still here? This is on you now. So we discover more about the whole thing with Astra and Aurora, Supergirl's mother, and how she claims that she's the one who destroyed Krypton and not her, and how she was trying to save Krypton from being destroyed, or save save her family, her loved ones from being killed on Krypton, and she knows that it's dying and it's on the verge of extinction. And so I'm not going to go into full detail in this episode because it didn't entirely focus on this, and I wish it did. But I will discuss briefly on the other side of the story, with the whole thing with Cat Grant and her just her world starting to come crashing down in this episode. But so I I kind of understand where Astra's coming from, like where she will kill if necessary, and she had well, her lieutenant slash husband Non kill a guard, and that's what sentenced her away. And then Aurora used Kara to lure, or to get Astra out of hiding, and she set her up for failure right then and there. And it's funny because Astra is kind of in Jor-El's position, kind of, and Aurora is sort of in the councils, the Kryptonian councils. She's sort of like in their place, like where she's trying to say Krypton is doomed, we're dying. I mean, and you're destroying Krypton, and they won't listen, and then they wouldn't listen to him. I mean, this is sort of, to some degree, this is the same thing. Well, I mean, yeah, she got a guard killed. I mean, she broke the law, but there isn't gonna be a law that that anyone has to uphold, because the planet is getting ready to. But I don't know if Aurora believed her, or if she or if she thought there was a better if she thought there was a better way to work around it. But I don't think Aurora believed that Krypton was dying, and she I guess when she discovered that Astra was right, it was too late to do anything about it. No. I take that back. I mean, it was too late to do anything other than for baby Kal-El and Kira. So no, I think maybe she found there was another way to go about it, and she didn't want Astra to hurt anyone else. But I mean, that should be the least of that's the least of your concerns. I mean, pretty soon Krypton is gonna like I said, be it's gonna be destroyed, and then everyone there's not gonna be anyone left to hurt. And when she tells Kira that she her mother used her to arrest Astra for trying to do the right thing. I mean, that's eating away at her quickly, and she immediately is angry with her mother for doing that. And she's confronting the hologram and pressing to get answers and not getting the answers she wants, and and it just frustrates her, and you feel her pain. And I mean, I feel her pain. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I tried to hold it together, like, damn episode. You're a man, grow some. You're a man. You're a man, dude. Grow some balls. But let me get to the fight, though. You know, the fight between Supergirl and Astra. It was very epic. It was a nice little nod to Man of Steel. The way Supergirl was punching Astra, the way she punched her, like as she was flying in midair, like. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm like, that's a nice little reference, and it did, and it added some things that they should have added in Man of Steel, like when they crashed into a building and chunks of it were getting ready to fall onto civilians, but Supergirl flew down. She saw that quickly, and she flew away. She punched Astra as she went to grab grab what was left of the building before it could kill anyone. And I wish they would have done that in Man of Steel a bit, like that way they can mix it up, like where he is Superman, and then he's gonna, his first concern is the safety of others. So that's what will immediately take his guard down. Like where he's focusing on helping other people, and that gives Zod the upper hand, and he's beating them up, like as he's trying to do that. I mean, that's how I would have executed, the final act of Man of Steel. But Supergirl kind of made up for that. Like no civilians were killed during that battle. Yeah, luckily enough, everyone was okay, and then I thought to myself, okay, you have the the little like I guess stone or whatever that's protecting you from the kryptonite. You just come at Supergirl unarmed, ready to fight, and then she got lucky and she fortunately beats you. You're easily beaten, and you're holding yourself vulnerable to attacks from her and from the DEO, with the kryptonite. I mean, that was just too easy. And I thought to myself, this is too easy. Something is happening. I mean, this is probably a diversion. She's probably allowing herself to get caught, and she probably wants her to get caught. She's like, she was distracting Supergirl from I guess the heist that happens later on in the episode, where Non is leading an army to do something. I mean, what are they trying to do? I mean, like, you don't know. I mean, like, what are they doing? and what is this what does she say? That there's gonna be an identical destruction for Earth that is for Krypton, and she's trying to prevent this threat from happening, and she needs Supergirl to help her. Right now she probably won't do it, but I have a feeling when this happens, when it gets closer to that, I mean, she's gonna need Astra's help, and they're gonna have to team up against this whatever threat is coming. I will briefly touch base with the other side of the episode, of the story where Kira, Wen, and Jimmy are trying to, trying to help clear Kat's name, and when they go to do this little Mission Impossible thing to put, a little tracking device or a download, chip onto a laptop, and then immediately look at Jimmy, or when literally looks at Jimmy, as he's telling Kara his plan, and then I literally thought what Jimmy was probably thinking, like, okay, send the black guy into it, and then to get caught if it goes wrong, and then he takes the blame. That's not racist. How about when Kat figured out that Kara is Supergirl? That way she put two and two together. She kept focusing on all the times when she disappeared and when she acted funny, when she said something not so pleasant about Supergirl, or when she had lost her powers and her arm was broken, and then all of a sudden her when Supergirl shows up out of the blue, out of after being missing, Kara's arm's fine and she's not sick anymore. So and that was I was like, wow, I did not see that one coming. I thought, like I didn't know. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, that was wild, and I'm still trying to figure out what are the Kryptonians trying to get a hold of at Lord Technologies. I mean, like, is it? I mean, what is going on here? I mean, there's a lot of questions that are left unanswered in this winter finale, and I'm really interested to see where it's going from here and what's going on. I mean, I'm ready for all the cards to be thrown on the table, and yeah, I mean, like I said, isn't like back to the whole Krypton drama. I see where they both politically stand. Astra and Laura, and I mean, Laura is like like I said, she's like being a reckless council member of Krypton, and well, the only difference is I think she was aware of Krypton dying. That's why she sent Kara off with Kal-El. Like when before Krypton went. But I mean, I may have to rewatch some previous episodes to to get some solid facts. I mean, if I haven't already, I mean, feel free to tell me in the comment section. Just don't be an asshole. I mean, like, I need to rewatch the episodes, but just let me know if I missed anything, and that I'm missing anything in this review. So, I mean, it was a great winter finale. I mean, I really liked it. Really liked it. And another thing that threw me off was that I mean, like, we're talking about this dude. Yeah, I mean, like, that's a different take on the character. Making him, the Supergirl's uncle, and in a much higher higher rank. Like, instead of being General Zod's lapdog in the movies, in the Superman movies, he's actually I think a lieutenant. I mean, or a captain or a lieutenant, one or the other. And he's speaking lines. He's not like. But yeah, this was a great winter finale, and I give it an 8.5 out of 1 to 10. It was executed marvelously, even though I could have chipped down the whole, cat, the whole cat, storyline, with, her about to lose her job and all that and whatever, and her company being tumbling down at her before her eyes and whatnot. But what was interesting is let's see, when they're trying to figure out who is she sending all this money to. I mean, who is this mysterious guy? I think this Adam Foster, and you're thinking like, ooh, is this a little dude on the side? I mean, is this a little boyfriend of yours? What? Who? Oh, but nope. Turns out to be her oldest son, her firstborn, and then she tells Kara a story of how she failed him as a mother, and then how I guess that's giving Kara starting to give her a different perspective on her own mother's methods, on Krypton, and how she felt she was doing the right thing, and I think you can tell that she's thinking about what her mother was probably going through as she was trying to make these difficult decisions, like my home planet's dying. I mean, like I need to get my daughter out of here and whatnot. And um, honestly, I mean, like when it comes to um, whose side I would be on how to handle the whole execution of Krypton. I'm kind of leaning towards Astra because I mean this act of desperation made her into a mad woman. I mean, and I think I think that changed her. I honestly believe she was a good person before Krypton was dying, and she decided to put her foot down and said, "Enough. I mean, I'm not going to go through this." And supposedly she's wants to save Earth from doing from having a similar ordeal. I don't know what that means. I mean, like that's another question I need to know. I need to know. We're probably not going to get that answer until like maybe near the end of the season. So that's going to be an interesting story to tell. I mean, whose side are you on with the whole political standpoint of Krypton? Do you think Aurora was right for doing what she did, or do you think Astra, was right for taking immediate action? Yeah, let me know in the comments section. And I also found it hilarious how when, the War Technologies is under attack and all the security is trying to, fight against the Kryptonian army, and how all of them pow up on Non, and then he just pushes them all away like, bitch, get off me. I think I covered everything. I mean, I've been looking all over on YouTube for the preview of the next episode, but apparently it's not up online. That really, really tugs my heartstrings. So I may have to do a reaction video to a promo if when it finally gets put up online, because I haven't seen it because I was, I didn't catch it on on TV. I wasn't able to air it, and I forgot to set the record, just set it the recording on my DVR, so I had to watch it online, and so yeah, I'm just left with a cliffhanger ending, and no, I don't have any notion of what happens. So hey, if you have a link, if you found the promo, send the link in the comment section, to the promo, and I may react to it. And let me know. Feel free to tell me what you thought of this episode, and what do you think of it as a whole? What do you think of what went down and what Aurora's going? I mean, do you think Supergirl should trust Astra? Sorry, not Aurora. Astra. On what she's trying to tell her, or do you think it's all just bullshit? Let me know in the comment section. So if you liked my review of the winter finale, Supergirl's winter finale, if you enjoyed my review, get those thumbs up, get them up, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to click subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.